When I joined the Big Picture team for the first time and had my first tour of the office, I was surprised with a number of things. So, how great work atmosphere can be, what awesome workspace design is possible, and what amazing teamwork can be achieved. I quickly realized that this very unique way of working, combined with genuine passion, are the keys to understanding how Big Picture was and is being created. All these factors are an important part of our mission. Being honest, communicating openly, being proactive, and willing to really make a contribution and be of value to your team. It was a real change of work style for me. Great work lays the groundwork for great products, and we are proud to say we see Big Picture as a great tool that has already been tried and tested by over 3 million users around the world. We are currently at over 10,000 installations at the Atlassian marketplace, which together with Big Gantt, the more basic counterpart of Big Picture, and Big Picture Enterprise, as well as Big Template, give us a customer base of over 22,000 companies. This summer, we are bringing a new, improved tool to offer much more flexibility, Big Picture version 8. This has taken the 100-strong team of SoftwarePlant over half a year to do a complete code overhaul, all in reconstruction of the tool to bring great value to the real users. These people are portfolio managers, product managers, and team leaders. My aim during this presentation today is to show you how each of these roles will benefit from the new functionality in the new highly flexible Big Picture 8 powered by Boxes. I'm pleased to introduce you to Shahid. Shahid is a portfolio manager at Smile and Play, a digital entertainment company. As an executive, he has a lot of responsibilities. He needs to track the progress of all undertakings in the portfolio he manages. He needs to monitor the health status of the most important projects and products. He will thus need to have access to various reports to, for example, be aware of deadlines. There are also some pain points which make his work difficult or time-consuming. The main of these are the choice of proper framework, time-consuming and limited access to information, and the need to search for it, and no available information that will be ready in an aggregated form. So what he needs to have is a flexible tool that he can customize. So can Big Picture help to solve his problems? The answer is clear. Yes, it definitely can. What you get with Big Picture is exactly what Shahid needs, a big picture. With a single click, Shahid can see the complete portfolio structure of all undertakings happening at Smile and Play. He now has the full view of all projects, products, or programs, all in the same place, easy available for him every time he needs to view them. No need to search for information in many different places. No need to request reports and get nervous when they become overdue. No need to process the data and put it together to have it in an aggregated form. So Shahid needs the helicopter view of the company, and he gets it in the overview module where he will be able to see everything aggregated in 3 different formats, depending on his needs. As a hierarchy, which you have seen in the previous slide, on a timeline with a minimap for better orientation, and as a Kanban board. As for Shahid's reporting needs, Big Picture 8 will answer them much more better than before. The overview module allows Shahid and portfolio managers like him to monitor the work progress and check the health status of different projects, portfolios, and the overall company strategy. With all the columns displayed, all data is aggregated and calculated in real time at a high level. But not all functions in BigPicture 8 will be dedicated to portfolio management. There is also a possibility to create a special special box for aggregation purposes only, showing the data of children tasks. That box can be placed anywhere, so Shahid will have the possibility to obtain the aggregated data at any level of hierarchy. It may sound complicated. Let me give you an example. If Shahid needs to see the data at any level of his company to present it to, for example, board of directors, he can do it by adding that kind of box. Imagine how useful this can be. But that is not all. Shahid will have the entire reporting module available for him. Using it, he can easily visualize all the important data, like, for example, priority per assignee, what you can see in the bottom right corner. Using BigPicture Enterprise, he will be able to customize the displayed data. Flexibility, which is the underlying concept behind BigPicture, means Shahid will be able to create a personal dashboard which will serve as his main data center or his center of command, if you will. In the nearest future, we'll develop other functionality, the ability to add any field to the overview module. It will be fully customizable. On the screenshot, you can see the option to show only the program increments. Furthermore, quick filters, text search, and sorting options can be applied there, for example, by date range. Each user will be able to create and personalize own view. Shahid can also instantly check for any delays, as they are easily viewed in BigPicture's new Gantt module, and he can react accordingly. So it is now time to reveal what the mysterious concept of boxes is. It is within these boxes that lies the true power of BigPicture to offer unprecedented flexibility to build any portfolio made up of a variety of items such as iterations, program increments, agile restraints, traditional projects, and so on. And this is exactly what boxes are, pre-configured containers for your undertakings. So, for instance, you can have a Prince project, a Safe program, a Less or Spotify product, or maybe an undertaking managed with a hybrid approach. You see, with BigPicture 8, this doesn't even matter what your preferred methodology is. If you orthodoxically stick to a single framework or deploy a number of approaches. If, for example, your software development or marketing team do it the agile way, but your finance and legal department prefer traditional waterfall approach, which we frequently find is the case at many companies, this is no longer a problem. You can use different boxes to represent your different undertakings that make up your organization's portfolio. Let me be more specific. A box is the element where a user can manage areas like, for example, tasks and dependencies between them, allocated resources, key markers and milestones, objectives or risks. If you are using an agile approach, an iteration will be a box for you. If you are using a waterfall approach, a phase will be the box. It is nearly as easy as building a toy castle with your kids' building blocks. But BigPicture is so much more than just a portfolio management application. It's great at all levels of scale. Let's now have a quick look at what it has to offer to a project manager or a product manager. A product manager such as Mary here. Mary works at Money Matters, a finance company. Her department has decided to apply the scaled agile framework as it is consistent with the company vision of inside-out agility. Mary manages several projects at once, has to report to her direct superiors at regular intervals. You already know that reporting is something BigPicture can facilitate very well at all levels of scale, including project or program level. Mary can report just as easily as Shahid did. Mary's main tasks are team supervision, tasks allocation, planning the entire process to deliver the progress, and securing milestones. So, what can BigPicture 8 do for Mary? Well, BigPicture 8 is actually designed to facilitate Mary's very work. First, Mary chooses a pre-configured box type that best suits the methodology she works in. It's available at a click as one of the default options. It will be visible on the overview. Mary selects a box type that is related to SAFe, which is the framework she uses. She chooses the program increment box type. Pre-configuration means that possible children of that box type have already been defined, along with scope, task structure, work breakdown structure, and so on. Mary will also have the possibility to create her own box type or customize the existing pre-configured box type. Flexibility means that she can, for example, decide which modules she wants to enable. To give you a proper example of what I mean, if you use an agile program, for instance, you'll probably need the board module as well as the scope. The rest of the modules may be disabled. If, however, this is a waterfall project you're running, you will most likely need Gantt to see your tasks, deadlines and milestones on a timeline, and resources to properly assign work according to people's skills and availabilities, and to easily keep track of who's doing what and when. You can also rename each module to further customize the tool to fit your particular circumstances. If, for instance, it is somehow improper to use Gantt chart for your agile undertakings, but it is still valuable to be able to see the calendar or a timeline view of the progress, give Gantt a different name. Call it Agile Time-Based Roadmap or Agile Epic Plan, and do away with all the confusion. Let me reiterate the key message here. BigPicture 8 is very flexible and adapts well to suit your exact needs. New Gantt module in BigPicture 8 will offer Mary much more than before. Gantt is there to help Mary track all teams and all tasks in the same working space. If Mary were running a waterfall project, she would be able to oversee her milestones, critical paths, and deadlines. Even in SAFe, Mary may want to use this option to enable baselines and a critical path to avoid or mitigate risks in her project. Mary can also define task dependencies in her Gantt module. We say that Mary uses SAFe, but one day she might be faced with a not so easy task of overseeing a hybrid project using a combination of methodologies. There might be aspects of Agile and bits of the waterfall approach, but Mary can tailor the new Gantt as it is integrated with the board module. This integration between the two modules in practice means that you can visualize all your time boxes so program increments and iterations, on the Gantt chart. Mary can see her undertakings, her epics, her features, her stories, both on a timeline and fitted nicely into saved time boxes, all in a single view. In BigPicture 8, Mary will be able to use a brand new feature, What If Scenario. That option enables the possibility to try different variants of schedule without saving changes in Jira or other platforms. Undo button will be available there as well. Mary can make any changes in her box, see them live, and then leave the scenario with no data saved. Another useful BigPicture module that's been made more flexible than even before is Board. This is where teams conduct the planning process. They plan their tasks and identify dependencies. They can conveniently use the intuitive backlog of issues, displayed on the right, by dragging and dropping them onto their team board. Mary will be able to monitor the work progress. What you can see on the screen is a work progress monitoring by story points or capacity allocation. Of course, Board is compatible with Save. However, please note that this is not a Save tool only. Mary will be able to customize it to be consistent with any framework. All tasks can be edited in a collaboration mode. All teams can plan tasks in real time. Mary can work in iterations or program increments, which can be synchronized with Jira sprints or whatever she chooses from the scope synchronization menu. It means that every change in Jira sprint will be reflected in BigPicture iteration and vice versa. Expanding the flexibility to the next level, each card on the board can be customized, so Mary can have only the data that she needs on her cards. There is a possibility to define several card views and switch between them. Let me show you another core module of BigPicture. Resources allocation is a challenge for any product manager. As Mary works with people, circumstances are constantly changing. Resources module is offering her a flexible approach to workload planning. Using it, Mary can be sure that all necessary adjustments are implemented, resources are utilized, and the project runs without delays. Furthermore, over-allocation will display as red cells and under-allocation as green, making them easy to identify. BigPicture allows Mary to use different modules as well, like Scope for planning and reporting, Roadmap for setting high-level objectives, Risk to manage and identify risks, and the Calendar, which is the brand new module introduced in BigPicture 8. However, because of time limitations, I cannot describe them all. Furthermore, in BigPicture 8, we have enhanced navigation possibilities. By using Box Switcher, Mary can easily shift between created boxes by picking a box from the list from any level in BigPicture. There is no need to go back to the main overview module to switch between boxes. Now, say hello to the third and last hero of BigPicture story, Jin Su, leader of team developers at TechFreak, an IT company. Obviously, as a developer, he needs to use programming tools in his daily work. He doesn't have any great reporting needs that would be similar to this of Mary or Shahid, but still he has to present various reports to his management. He and his team may as well not need a complex and advanced tool such as BigPicture, and they are fine using something nice and easy, a simple issue tracker or tool like Trello for planning everyday work. Well, this might pose a problem if Jinsu and his team use Trello, while Mary and Shahid use Jira with BigPicture on top of it. How can all of the key players stay aligned and really fully cooperate? How can Jinsu easily report to Mary on the progress that his team is making so that Mary can, in turn, report to Shahid on how the whole program is going? If Jinsu does not use a tool that facilitates this high-level reporting, the data that Mary gets may be inaccurate, which will make her want to double-check or aggregate the data manually and waste time. It is, however, Shahid who is in the most difficult position. His job, after all, is to oversee the whole portfolio. If Jinsu's reports are delayed, Mary cannot draw up her reports on time, and the risks are reported to Shahid too late. This makes one of his main responsibilities, that is risk management, very difficult. So, should Jinsu have a high-level reporting tool imposed on him and his team to make sure this data is available to Mary and Shahid on time? Surely there is a risk of attrition and the lowering of his team's morale if they feel that they can't make an independent decision on what tool to use on a daily basis. Introducing a new tool is usually expensive, takes time for deployment and staff training. Our key players, Jinsu, Marie, and Shahid, are clearly in conflict. Yet, BigPicture is here to resolve it. It is through what we've come to call the multi-platform support. So, what is multi-platform support? It means that real-time synchronization between BigPicture and a third-party platform, such as Jira or Trello, and tasks or issues that are changed in Jira or Trello are instantly changed in BigPicture and the other way around. Any change in BigPicture will be reflected in the other platform. Let me be more specific. Multi-platform support is integration of issues from different platforms at the same time. Multi-platform support is in fact the realization of our mission and driving force. All task management tools united beautifully. Let me say a few words about our roadmap for multi-platform support. For now, we are at the very beginning of implementing that functionality. There is a possibility to synchronize BigPicture with Trello on Jira Cloud. Very soon, we are going to extend multi-platform support to Trello on Jira Server. Till September this year, it will be possible to integrate any Jira platforms with each other and Azure DevOps as well. Let's take a look at how the conflict between the needs of Jinsu, Mary, and Shahid was beautifully resolved with the use of our flexible BigPicture. The team of developers can continue using their favorite tool, which makes their work easier and more efficient. Their team leader, Jinsu, does not have to waste time to prepare complex and complicated reports. As a result, less time is wasted, and the team works better, faster, and more efficiently. Mary, on the other hand, has got the information up to date. The quality of the information is very good. Reports are generated automatically, and data is given in an already aggregated form. It is easy to access and visible to all. Last but not least, Shahid has a complete, full, comprehensive overview of the company. He can see every single undertaking that is now in progress, has been completed, or is being planned for the future. He has accurate information available at a click. With BigPicture doing the work for him, Shahid has time to focus on important topics such as the shaping of company strategy. He may even be able to leave at 5. However, if any executive is listening, that is not guaranteed. So I know that 2020 has been a tough year for all of us. I hope that BigPicture 8 is going to be the first good thing. So thank you very much for your attention.
You've presented an awesome lot of new features, so it's really impressive. How do you do the Trello integration? So Trello cards are becoming Jira issues, or you handle them?
No. Trello cards will be Trello cards. Multi-platform support is one of the key features in BigPicture. So basically, BigPicture will be able to download the data, download the tasks from outside of Jira. So if any team would have their Trello cards, BigPicture will be able to synchronize with that platform. So Trello cards will be Trello cards.
Okay, but can you assign capacity or estimates to these Trello cards?
Well, I don't think that Trello has got this option available. However, to be honest, I will have to consult this question if you will be able to add any capacity value to Trello cards when BigPicture 8 multi-platform will be here with our product manager, because I'm not sure if this option will be available.